Happy time zone, ladies, gentlemen, and everyone in between. Welcome to Randomania. Great to have you with us this Friday. Wow, it's Friday already. That week just flew through. My name is Psychonaut. I am your restreamer today, and I will be your host for this evening's shenanigans. We are just 2 weeks away from the Randoton coming up. If you wanted to find out more information about that, exclamation point marathon in the chat will give you all the information you need to know. Anyway, let me switch screens over to here. Today, we are previewing the upcoming Ebon Elixir League for Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, specifically the Moonveil Mixer flag set. And joining me to help us take you through that is the wonderful Allisele. How are you, Ali?
I am doing fantastic. How are you this evening?
Yeah, no, it could be better, but it could be a lot worse, so we'll take it as it happens. We're just going to spend a little bit just kind of going through what Free Enterprise is, going through the upcoming tournaments just before the actual seed kicks off. So, chat, if you have any questions at all, feel free to dump them in the chat and we'll get to them as we can. So, I'm sure most of us know what Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise is, but for the people who might not, do you want to just briefly explain about it?
Oh, I'd love to. So Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise is an open world randomizer that is based on the original Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy IV, that was released back in 1992 in the US. You start with the Enterprise, which is thus Free Enterprise, and you go through a series of bosses and find a series of key items to ultimately, hopefully, beat the boss Zeromus, although in some cases you have alternate objectives rather than beating the boss. It's a fantastic community, and we are getting ready for our spring event of the Ebon Elixir League.
Yes, indeed. That's just around the corner, isn't it? So, I mean, usually in the Free Enterprise community, there's two kind of big tournaments, which kind of, with club seasons kind of sprinkled in between. But there's one major difference about the Ebon Elixir League this year compared to other tournaments. Would you like to explain what that is?
Absolutely. So this tournament, we are actually doing team play. It's similar to a bowling league in that you will be on a team of 4. 3 out of the 4 members each week will do a seed. They will race 1v1 versus someone else in a different league. And at the end of it all, the admins will tabulate all the wins and all of that. We'll go into playoffs and we'll have an ultimate winning team.
Awesome. I got to say, I'm very excited for the team format because usually we do 1v1s in the Free Enterprise community, but the team format, it's something different, It's variety, it's the spice of life and all that. So, I can't help but be excited for it.
Oh, definitely. This is something different than we've ever done before, and I am excited. We do have 2 flag sets that we are going to be using during the Ebon Elixir League, or EEL as we like to call it. And that is the Potion Party, which is a K-Trap variant with a win game rather than win crystal, which means you do not fight Zeromus. And then we have our more standard flag set here with the Moonveil Mixer. It is kind of a compilation of all our previous events. Little bits from everything from Fabul Gauntlet, where we started the objective system, all the way through ZZ5.
Awesome. Nice to have a little bit of a grab back there. It's also nice to see Win Game getting a bit of representation in the Potion Party flag set. We don't usually see that be brought up in tournaments, so it's nice to get to that. But obviously, that's not what we're running today. We are running the Moonveil Mixer, variant of flags. Would you like to talk us through what that's all about?
Absolutely. So Moonveil Mixer is going to be your... it's going to be K-Main, K-Summon, K-Moon with no free item for Bedward. We are... Yeah, although it'll be interesting to see how many people forget, because it seems like every tournament we switch it on or off. And I've totally never forgotten to go to see Edward when I needed to.
No.
We do have Sea Hero, which we have had a previous tournament with Sea Hero, but it has been a while, and in this seed, as you can see, Edge is going to be our hero. Edge is very speedy, so that'll be interesting for Zeromus. I'm not too versed in an Edge hero. I'm used to slower heroes.
Edge is a nice character, though. There's a nice bit of oomph behind him once you actually get him powered up. So I'm excited to see how that pans out in the late game. Going through our objectives here real quick. You have to defeat the Fabul Gauntlet. You have to defeat our wonderful Gobez. You have to complete Cave Magnets, which means Twin Arp is required. We're actually getting music, something to celebrate. You need to have Kokol forge the Legend Sword with the Adamant. You have to launch the Falcon. You have to burn the Village Mist with the package, and then you have to liberate Baron Castle. And this is a 6 out of 7 flag set, so you only need to complete 6 of those in order to win the crystal. Any kind of starting plans formed before you start the seed, or?
I'm probably going to do my normal start of see what my first key item is. If it's something that sends me maybe to Troya, I'll head there first. Otherwise, I will do a quick loot of the front and back of Watery Pass. And then Damsian, because Launch the Falcon is an objective.
Awesome. So I'm sure it'll be excited to see how that planned out. All right, I think we've rambled on.
Yeah, I'm ready whenever you are.
Awesome. Good luck. Have fun. May the numbers be kind to you. Count us in whenever you're ready.
Okay. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Alrighty, and we are off to the races, starting off as we usually do in the Baron Castle. We already know our starting character is an Edge. Let's see what the second character is.
Oh.
Oh. Okay, interesting. Oh, hey, very interesting key item.
Oh, I'm so excited. That's totally how we get underground, right? But that is a Palom to start with this Edge. Palom is considered the superior black mage in a lot of ways. He does learn Quake very early compared to Rydia. I am a big fan of Rydia. Plus, she learns Warp at 8 versus 28 for our boy Palom here. But
slight difference.
Yeah, it doesn't come up too often in play, and I'm sure by the time I get underground, he will have gained enough levels if I need to do the warp glitch. One thing about the treasure for this tournament, for this flag set, is it is T Wildish max tier 5. So you're not going to see the big happy sticks in Eblin without having to do some trap chests.
Trap tests are always a fun time, right?
I would like one more character, but yeah. I mean, I picked up an Hourglass 2. An Hourglass 2 will do great things. That's a tent. I love tents. For me, the biggest things I am looking for in item shops in a seed are camping gear, Cure 3s, and life potions. I can live without everything else.
Yeah, life potions are kind of your, I suppose, bread and butter for the seed, especially if something goes wrong. And even, I suppose, just for grind. Is the life glitch on for this flag set?
Yes, it is.
Yes, awesome. So, I mean, you especially need for that, I suppose.
Let's do a quick check here.
So, for anyone who's new to Free Enterprise, this is one of the things we randomize. The big thing, really, is the bosses. Usually the Octoman will be there, but instead we had, I believe that was a flavor of Mylon.
Yes, that was a flavor of Mylon, and I have completely forgotten how to load a seed. Hi. This is fine. This is totally fine.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
But I should have just parked there. That's fine. I'm a little rusty in Free Enterprise. I am not one of the more commonly running runners, but I'm one of those people that works a lot behind the scenes. If that's something that you're more interested in and you want to get involved in Free Enterprise and you're like, I don't really want to run the game, this is the way to do it. Restreaming, commentary, tracking, we love our volunteers.
Yeah, speaking from personal experience as a restreamer on the team, like there's a great volunteer community that helps put all these on. So if you're interested in any of that kind of stuff, definitely get involved with that. ff4fe.com is the website, and it has a link to the Discord where you can find all that information.
And I pulled 2 rune axes and an ochre axe out of here, so I would really like to see a Sid.
I've seen worse looting from the Damsian basement.
Yeah, if nothing else, that was a lot of money.
Now, another thing you might have noticed, usually in the vanilla game, this is where we meet the best boy or worst boy, depending on who you talk to, Edward. But he's not there. That is the feature of one of the flags we switched on. There are no free characters. I should probably look this up. Hang on.
Yes, there are no free characters. We also have C. Neki on, which is our, you start with a random weapon, and that is it. So you don't get nice equipment for that edge to start. You have to actually work for it. But that is an upgrade for that Palom with a Lilith rod.
Wait, you have to be working for your Enterprise?
Yeah. Let's put you in the front row because I haven't found something to back row glitch our edge yet. And I would like him to do some sort of damage with those 2 claws that I put on him. Hopefully something is weak to ice here.
Fingers crossed.
You're not weak to ice, but I would really like you.
Yeah, I mean, you have the best white mage in the game right there, so you know.
Can I do better than lit? Maybe? Oh, you're in the middle. Rosa, why are you in the middle? I can't have you in the middle. Little thing with Rosa and her aim command is she will overflow if you try to hit her with aim in the middle. Palom, just hit something, because I don't think you can break through defense here. Palom, be useful and resurrect Rosa.
I don't think that's happening somehow.
Things are definitely happening.
Vavalis... Oh, sorry, after you.
No, go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, Vavalis is a bit of a tough boss, even in her vanilla location, in the Tower of Zot, but in some spots, you know, she can still pack a bit of a punch unless you have a proper party going, so...
Poor Palom. Palom tried.
You know, he tried. We gotta give him credit for that.
And that is a Rosa. I am very happy with that. Rosa is the better white mage, unless you want somebody who naturally learns exit. Rosa does not naturally learn exit. And if you've walked out of the moon at least once, you know why that's important.
Mm-hmm.
And since I have not yet gotten a key item, I am of the school of rivers is always fade for bowl, unless you have checked the pan bonk. I would like a way underground, and maybe some life potions.
You know, that would kind of be important.
I would also like cabins, lots of cabins.
Hey, there's your cabins.
I would like to sell. I would like to sell 1 rune axe. I'm not going to be greedy. I would like 10 cabins, please. Thank you. That might be a mistake.
It might be, but it might not be, because the difference between tents and cabins... Tents, as far as I know, they don't heal you fully, is that correct?
They do not heal you fully, and they do not resurrect you from death.
Yeah, whereas cabins is a full heal, I believe.
Yep, full heal, resurrects you from death. Because Edge is our hero, it doesn't matter. I don't need to keep an anchor down, so yes, I would like everybody up and fully healed. Hopefully there's nothing here that is painful, because Edge with 2 claws is not the dream this early. Oh, it's just you.
Oh, hey, Dr. Dialogue, lovely. In case anyone's curious, we call him Dr. Dialogue because he has quite a lot of dialogue in the vanilla game, and sometimes, unless you kill him quick enough here, he will have plenty of stuff to say as well.
But will he control him directly?
Oh,
yes.
my dear, I believe he will control him directly. Or operate him directly, I suppose.
I'm not terribly concerned unless he gets that explode off, but even then, I'm not horribly concerned. This is not this is not a boss that... Palom, please. Can we do better than 12? You have a Lilith Rod.
Now, leave Palom alone. He's trying his best.
One thing I love about Dr. Luge here is I will likely be poisoned. There are people in this community that love the poison walk sound. I am not one of them. And you automatically get a heal after this. So, no poison walk.
Good news, you don't have to answer your phone, chat. I hope you're all happy.
No, I just have my phone set to Kefka's Laugh, so anytime I'm playing Final Fantasy VI, I get very confused.
You know what? I respect it.
Thank you, Palom, for your help.
Yeah, Palom's great for when he has Quack, but sometimes, he can be a push and go, so,
Okay, he's got at least 1, 2, all 3 of his tier 2 spells. Okay, we'll go to Antlion now. I love all of us having Final Fantasy sounds for our notifications.
I don't. Mine's just a default iPhone notification because I'm too lazy. Hey, you can get on the ground now.
We actually can, and that is
you actually
exciting.
Can get on the ground.
It is a key item.
Oh.
Go ahead.
Sorry. So for context for anyone who doesn't know, that is of course the magma key in the to the underground portion. It's one of the key items we randomize as part of the free enterprise randomizer. So with that, Ali can now actually get underground, do all the checks there, such as Dwarf Castle, the lower Tower of Babel, I believe, and a bunch of other stuff besides.
Yes, I definitely prefer the magma key over the hook route. Even though that is an objective, it is much faster to come back when you have lots of levels to do the hook route, because if there's something nasty there, like, I don't know, an Ogopogo or an evil wall or whatever terrible thing that chat wants to think of that could be there, I don't have to deal with it until I have levels, lots of them.
That's the other thing it opens up as well, because there's a specific section where you can do what we like to call an egg grind. Where if you have a few sirens, you can actually pop them and you can actually generate, I believe the enemy's just called an egg. It spawns a yellow dragon if you hit it hard enough, but if you hit it at a certain extent, you can actually kill it off before it spawns the yellow dragon. So that's usually a good chunk of experience and, great grind opportunity. Oh god, chat's already talking about DKC. That's not a good time.
Yeah, I'm not scared of DKC. I have full belief that I'm going to find it. As said, I am going to equip those lit arrows for now. I did pick up some magma arrows. Medusa arrows. Medusa arrows are one of my favorite arrows in the game. And would you two switch places? Just because those trap chests that we talked about earlier makes them a lot easier.
Yeah, for sure. Gotta do what you gotta do to make things easier,
And while while Antlion is not a very high tier location to loot, I will typically loot Antlion. Don't. Oh, no. You're fine. I can deal with you. I am going to hit the water hag very hard 3 times.
So I should probably explain what Ali's what's the word? Panic, I suppose. Right there. The blue robe, when you see the game, could be one of 2 bosses. It could be the water hag, which is what you see on screen, which is basically the easiest boss in the game, I suppose. It's just a script fight. Or it could be the Alt Gauntlet, which is basically the Fabul Gauntlet, but with enemies taken from the locality where you find it. I'll explain that when it pops up later in the seed.
And as chat points out, we are getting the early dialogue, or bosses, the dialogue bosses out early. Oh, okay. Let's just totally go underground.
I think the seed's giving you a hint there, Ali. I'm not gonna lie.
Well, it's gonna have to wait because I am gonna take that hook route and pick up a character. That is a gated character. That could be a Cecil. That could be a Fu. That could be my Sid. Sid is probably my favorite ungated character, just because lots of HP. HP is good.
Or, you know, it could be another edge.
Do we have dupes on this? It cannot be another edge because he's our hero.
Oh, right, yeah, hero. As you can tell, Ali knows a lot more about the workings of the flags than I do.
I actually have the flags up next to me.
Oh, that's fair.
I am going to be cheeky. Don't do this in a race. This is how you die to Staleman. But I do have an Ice Claw equipped, and I would really like to get some trap chest loot here. What are you selling? That is a shop.
Oh, okay.
That is sell everything shop.
Speaking of egg grinds, there's your sirens that you can use when you're underground. So are you thinking about your grind at the moment, or what's going through your mind at the moment?
I am buying...
Aside from sell everything.
So many sirens and so many Bacchus wines.
I mean, hey, it's the Evelyn Elixir League. You gotta have a drink or two, I guess.
And maybe some Star Veils. We'll buy a few Star Veils. We'll buy a few exits, too. I want everything in that shop. About 20 times over. And because I've done that shop, I am not going to open up any more chests till I get the character.
You know, that's completely understandable.
That's one thing that takes time to kind of learn. Don't do shopping and then do something where you could have to reset and have to shop again. Just little time saves. Do all your equipping at once. Hey, it's my Sid! This is exciting.
Oh, hey!
Sid, get in my party. We're doing trap chests.
Oh, gee, I wonder what you are going to equip this Sid with.
Well... both the Ogre Axe and the Rune Axe hit a weakness for the Mad Ogres, so... so, yes.
I wonder.
I should save before I start opening chests.
Yes, you absolutely should. Especially, you know, never mind the fact that Sid's an extra character, but, you know, with the looting you have and with, you know, Sid being Sid, it makes sense.
Sid, did I sell everything for you? Oh yeah, I did. I sold it all for Siren and booze money. Whoops! That is A-okay.
At least you got a dwarf axe.
Edge, give me that. Have a rune ring. Right now, Sid is going to be my damage dealer because an archer bow ain't it. Although I did get mute arrows, but I'm going to hold on to those. We are going to save. We are going to go hunt some Stalemen. I think it's kind of established in the community that Stalemen are some of the worst trap chests to find. Just because they will put you to sleep sometimes, and it turns out that that's a bad thing.
You know, I've heard better things, I'm not going to lie.
Okay, where's that hourglass that I found? Don't hit.
Just while you're going through that, I'm just going to say something very quickly about trap chests for those who are new to the free enterprise randomizer. They very much come into play because they could have some pretty decent loot in them if you just raid them normally. But even if they don't, if K-Trap is on, all the key items that you usually pick up in the normal spots, they will be randomized in with the trap chest. So that could very well be gating something very valuable like a Darkness Crystal. Now K-Trap is off for this particular flag set, so it doesn't matter that much for key items, but you can still get some pretty valuable loot here.
Well, and for our potion party, K-Trap is on for the first time in a very long time in a tournament setting. I actually don't know if it's ever been on before. I'm sure some of our even older Free Enterprise folks would know that.
Any historians in the chat would like to pop out of the woodwork? Now's a good time.
Stalemen have entirely too much health. Why are you not dead yet? They're like pink pups. You really don't expect how much health they have until you've realized you've made some poor life decisions. We are asking if K-Trap has ever been on in any Free Enterprise tournament. Scala.
Part of the 2v2 Invitational. Okay, that makes sense.
That's what I thought, Neds. But that's been 4.5 years now? 5 years now?
I'm going to be completely honest, that was well before my time, so I have no comments on that. Hey, Zeus Gauntlet, interesting.
Yeah, back in the Twinvitational days, we did not have objectives. We just had find the crystal, find the darkness crystal, go beat up Zerelmus. Objectives didn't come into play until, gosh, that was Fabul Gauntlet. That was right at the beginning of 2020, so it's been about 3 years now that we've had the objective
system. I thought it was
system.
in longer than that. Interesting.
There's no chest up there. Okay, if I don't touch it, don't open it. I found a ninja sword. I should be happy with what I got. I'm never happy with what I got. Let's go see what else we can buy.
I mean, be happy with what you got because you can sell it, maybe?
I would like a longsword just for reasons. I'll keep that. And for those who might not be too familiar, you might be thinking, why would you sell the crystal armor? That's Cecil's best armor. And yes, and I would really like that longsword.
Yeah. Maybe.
Crystal armor isn't nearly as good. I believe it is the one that gives you defense against Berserk in this game, and Berserk is a good spell. It's either that or the hat. I don't remember which. But because I didn't find a Cecil, I don't need to find a crystal sword, so I am going to put off Trap Justice for right now, and we're going to go underground. After I buy life potions. I hope you're selling
that might be
potions.
important.
Sir, please.
So allow me to introduce you to one of the more entertaining aspects of Final Fantasy IV, the NPCs. They like to say hello, and they like to be in the way while they do so.
Yeah, here... Oh, go ahead.
No, after you, please.
Yeah, here is a miserable place for NPCs. We all know the lady in Agert. No, you get out of my way. Not Agert.
Troya. No, not Troya.
Turns out they're all bad for NPCs.
Yeah, they all are. Kaipo, there we go. Thank you, chat. So I should probably quantify my remark. It's entertaining for chat, not so much for the runners.
And in certain places, if you push on the NPCs, they actually move slower.
I respect their tenacity, I won't lie.
Yeah, I don't blame them. People get pushy, I'm going to move slower too.
Absolutely.
I should stop looting, and I'm not going to because I am a loot goblin.
Hey, loot goblins are important.
Okay, I'm
Name
going
a
to
club
stop.
after them.
I am not going to loot anymore. That is a heroine robe. That is going on my Rosa, and Rosa is now my damage dealer.
Yeah, I mean, you can't really go wrong with a heroine robe, and it just adds so much power. It's just beautiful to look at.
And Flossy Fern in chat, it is actually specifically the chocobo here in the Fey March that will move slower. It is a hateful little thing. I will show it off in just a second. That's not a key item game.
It's still a pretty powerful piece of armor, I suppose.
This chocobo in particular moves slower if you shove it. Also, where are my hourglasses?
I don't know, but they're not in Famers for some reason.
Ooh, a thunderclaw. And so right now, I am not planning on fighting anything down here. I am just planning on checking these bosses.
Yeah, this is a good time to point out. Case summon is on, so these could be hiding key. Okay, all right.
I don't want to know what that is, honestly.
You know what? Me neither. But yeah, case summon is on, so they could be very well gating our key items. Who knows?
Yep. That Yang is free if I have a Cecil in the back row. It is not free right now. I am not going to mess with that Yang. I would like Iridia now, thank you.
Yeah, that Yang really packs a punch, so not mess with it at that time.
You know, if I sorted my inventory, I wouldn't have this problem. I want that
The
Dragoon
good old inventory, boss.
I want that Dragoon hat. I don't need that blizzard. A rule that I learned that I'm not taking advantage of is if you get to the inventory boss, make sure you throw away the maximum amount of things that you can. But I didn't want to because I wanted all those things.
You know, that makes sense.
But right now, I am doing just a basic check of the underground. I am not strong enough to fight most things down here, but I really wanted those hourglasses. We did see that the Dark Imps are hiding on the hook route, which means the second half of that is pretty free. A resource recovery engineer.
You know, I respect that job. For anyone who doesn't know what just happened there, there's certain customization of the NPC text in Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, and one of them is our beloved Job Dwarf. The Job Dwarf picks from a bunch of different jobs, displays on screen. It's different for every seed. Yeah, it's always a fun time. It's usually get people asking on stream to see what it looks like.
Job Dwarf actually came about from one of our longtime community members, Rex Raoul. It was a suggestion because that NPC, you sort it out. That NPC in vanilla is a farmer. I'm not entirely sure what he's farming. But
farming Gil, maybe? Farming EXP for the eventual fight against Aromas? Who knows?
We don't have any more money. I don't need those coffins. But Rex Raoul suggested, hey, why don't we randomize that? And that is something that has been in the game, gosh, a long time now, and it is a fan favorite.
Yeah, in case you can't tell, the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise community, we love our memes.
We really do.
One of the big ones which you'll see us bring up later is, of course, we love the music that comes up during the Cave Magnus fight. We'll explain all that when it pops up later on.
And if you've never played Free Enterprise, and you're thinking, hey, I'd like to give this a shot, I absolutely recommend it. And through your first time through, talk to every NPC. Every NPC in the game, except for I think one, has unique dialogue. So they all say something new. Boardface, our developer, put so much time into this.
I gotta say, I've been part of this community for the past coming up on 3 years, I think, and just seeing the labor of love that Board and everyone else put into it, it's honestly astounding every time.
Did I find anything useful for you? Oh yeah, I bought a black shirt. Yeah, have that. You're good.
He's fine.
Yeah, I totally don't need anything else for him. Who is our 5th character? You are... Okay, well, I can do that. That's a turtle. Before I do this, I should probably use some Cure Force.
Yes, you might want to.
I have many a time forgotten to cure after doing my underground loop, which I didn't do Sylph Cave. Whoops. It's fine.
It's fine.
This is a great place to see this turtle, by the way. I am glad that he is out of the pool and not somewhere terrible.
Yeah, Cagnasso is not a fun boss to find in some spots, so definitely be glad to see him in a low power spot like Baron in 1. This one, on the other hand, doesn't hit too hard either.
Well, and this spot is so painfully slow. Let's just make it slower. Let's
also,
just not let
change, as the pirates say when they drop their pennies. Anyway,
poor Dark Elf. I don't think Dark Elf got a hit.
No.
Second form of Dark Elf is susceptible to status ailments like Stop. That is not a key item game. That is an illusion and a Porum.
So what you're saying is you thought it was a key item, but turns out it was just an illusion, so it's not a key item?
I would really like to know where my key items are, though, because I have 2. They were both ways underground.
The game sometimes likes to play jokes with everyone and hide the key items in places that, you wouldn't have immediate access to. So you're just looking at it just going, what?
Darkness arrows. I would like a couple of beat bells. Some of these items, if you played Final Fantasy II on the Super Nintendo as a kid, you might not recognize. They were only available in the Japanese release. I guess the developers didn't think that we would understand what to do with them. That's your Star Veils, your Moon Veils, your Mute Bells, any elemental damage item. Boardface added these back in, and they really do change the way you play the game. Mute Bells will cast Mute. There are a couple of bosses and a specific grind you can do with Mute Bells. Or if you're stuck doing trap chests and you have to fight the ghosts, you would like a stack of Mute Bells to bring along. Or to...
Oh, sorry.
No, you go ahead.
No, I was just going to say, just a quick explanation for, again, those who are new to Free Enterprise or might be watching along with this. The actual Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise game is based off the Final Fantasy II ROM, I believe. So a lot of those would have been taken out originally. But like Ali said, Board added them back in, and just it makes the world of difference.
and we're going to take on Mount Ordeals because nobody likes Mount Ordeals. And
I like Mount Ordeals.
oh, why I don't like you. What? You were an awful boss. Awful boss. Do you know
Oh, hi,
Berserk
Mom.
yet? Mom Bomb is one of those bosses that no matter where she is, she gets extra HP. And so we are likely going to see an explode. It's not hard, it's just obnoxious. It's about 10,000 extra HP. I am not going to chew through that in the explode phase.
Yeah, Mom never really was a particularly fun boss, I suppose, so you kind of need to have it.
Come on, you can do it. Thank you. Don't do more than 110 damage, please. Thank you.
You know, 96 is pretty respectable.
I just needed for him to survive. We could get a twin off.
There you go.
It is better to see Mom Bomb here than, say, on the moon. Mom Bomb on the moon, especially in the Bahamut spot, is a... Why are... No, I don't want to... Hi, I have a rune
this
axe.
boss, okay.
You're about to have a really bad time. Yeah, Sid doesn't care. Don't hit Sid, please. Whatever, that's fine. I don't care if you kill Edge. Oh, you do have your... There's my Bacchus wines. Just hit something. This boss is a little obnoxious. I would just like to hit things. Don't hit Sid. That's fine. Kill porn. I don't care.
Wow, okay.
Sid, if you want to take a turn anytime, honey, that would be thank you.
And Sid's an old man. He goes at his own pace.
He's so slow. Especially with an edge hero, that Sid is never getting a turn when we get later on in the game.
But you know, when he hits, he packs a punch, so you know. Swings and roundabouts, I suppose?
Now, for Sea Hero, this is only in Sea Hero, we send the hero into this room by himself. That can be a good thing or a bad thing. Edge is not a scary person to send in here. Although the rat tail's a little obnoxious.
Hey, it's another key item, question mark? Well, possible key item?
I have to move my my hovercraft, though.
Yeah, that's true.
And then I'm going to have to move it back because I'm going to have to do that hook route. But Edge does a lot of damage here. Some of the worst things you can see is Atella with the alt gauntlet as your hero, because he doesn't get the spells until afterwards.
Yeah, a bit of an explanation again for anyone who might be new to Final Fantasy IV in general. Cecil starts out as a Dark Knight when you originally find, until you climb Mount Ordeals, in which he becomes a paladin and can start picking up all his high-powered stuff. Tella, as you can see on screen there, starts off with, I think, a basic amount of spells, but then once you beat Mount Ordeals, he collects all of them. So, Gauntlet before Mount Ordeals, in the room before he gets his spells, it's not a good time.
No, it's really not. Especially if you don't have a lot of J items. Those are the Japanese items that we talked about earlier, some of them which will do damage. That is a miserable, miserable fight.
Sure.
We rolled that at least once in last season of the Torian Tango. And I remember because my opponent, or not my opponent, my partner did it instead of me. And said, don't go up Ordeals. And then I think we found 5 crystal swords, which meant I didn't have a crystal sword Cecil.
Huh. And you can't even Dark Crystal swords.
No, it was very sad.
Indeed, it was.
Okay, I was
Tells you it was.
rewarded. I was rewarded for not doing Sylph yet.
Yes, you were. That doesn't usually happen, but we'll take victories when they happen. So for anyone who doesn't know, chat, that is of course the pan. Usually Sheila will give it to you to wake Yang up with in the Sylph Cave, but we have it now. We can bypass Sheila, we can collect it off her question mark, and then actually give it back to her straight afterwards. She'll be like, "Wait, did you not go down here? Don't worry about it."
I gotta go smack Yang with it real quick. But that's fine. He needs to wake up. He needs to go back home to Sheila. At some point, he has to become the king. Spoilers for a 30-year-old game.
Wait, what? Yeah, no, I mean, this does, save us a tiny bit of time, I suppose, because then you can go and hit Yang with the pan. You don't have to actually go back to Fabul once you turn in the pan and actually go through those two sequences. You just get them all over and done with.
I think my favorite that I've ever seen is the magma key being at Fabul and then Sheila 1 holding the pan, which means you had to do Fabul 3 times and Sheila twice.
Oh, wow, okay.
And by favorite, I mean for a viewer perspective, not from a runner perspective.
Yeah, the viewers loved it, the runners not so much.
Also, one of these days, I'm going to get a map of the world of Final Fantasy IV, and I'm going to put it on my wall, because I only know how to get everywhere from one way.
At least you know how to get anywhere. Me, I just like to aimlessly fly in space and hope for the best,
Yeah, I always have to go right. I can't fly anywhere going left.
Understandable.
Oh, that's an earth crystal. I like that.
We do like that, because that opens up a lot of things for us.
That is less exciting.
It's still a key item.
That's true.
So with the Air Crystal, folks, that unlocks the Tower of Zot sequence fully, so we can actually go up that. And it also unlocks the Troyan Treasury. So if we want to do an extra bit of looting, I don't know how Addy feels about that. That gives us a couple of potentially good items. It gives us another meme, at least, where, people can go through the treasury and chat just rates it to see what they think of it.
I'm going to rate it as a... I better sell things before I go read the treasury.
Yeah, it might help.
Max T5 out of 10.
You know what? I respect that.
Oh, there's so many things I want to keep. I don't need most of it. Okay, that should give me enough inventory space to not hit the inventory boss if I actually discard things. We'll see if that happens. You can discard items as you pick them up with the right trigger. I forget that. I would like 10 of those. Cure 3s are great, especially when you're running a heroine robe Rosa, because, well, she has a heroine robe on. She's not doing much curing.
Mm-hmm.
But just for y'all, chat, I will rate the treasury.
Yay! I don't have the sound effect loaded up on the machinery at the moment, unfortunately. You can play the jingle in your heads, folks.
I promise you, though, it will be disappointing, because max tier 5 means you're not going to see any of the really nice stuff. Oh, a tier 3. I don't want that.
You were saying?
Oh, a free siren. Oh, a ninja shirt. I think somebody did the math, and it is actually, you are going to see a fairly... I need to be discarding this stuff. Okay, the bottom half was not nearly as good as the top half.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
But you do have a chance to find at least a couple of T5 items, which there's your heroine robes, your ninja shirts, your elixirs. Elixirs are great.
Pictures are nice. You know what? I'd rate that a solid heroin robe out of 10 if I think about it.
But Tower of Zot is 2 character checks, 2 boss checks, and a key item
doggo.
check. Yeah, and if you can find the doggo in the first 2 chests. I typically will not go up the Trident to find Flame Dog, because the chances of it being an adamant armor are so low.
But it's a doggo.
Fine, we'll go pet the doggo.
Yay! The Viden's still tier 5? I don't know. Is it still tier 5?
Yes.
Right, okay.
I don't remember the last time I saved.
You know what? Me neither. We're about to find out.
Oh. Figured out the last time I saved. This is fine.
Okay.
Another meme in our community is save your game. We have an emote for that. And if I am not seeing that spammed in chat right now, I'm going to be a little upset. I am not rewinding. I don't know what button I have that set to.
I don't even know what key items we picked up afterwards. Crystal.
Yeah, it's fine. This is fine.
This is totally fine. So while we're kind of getting through mental ordeals again and reminding ourselves how much we don't like Mom Bomb, if you were, be sure to drop Ali a follow. Show your support towards her. And while we're here and while we're going through that, don't forget, folks, the Randoton is coming up March 31st to April 2nd. All the information is in the chat there. Got quite a lot of interesting games lined up for us. A couple of games in there that I'm very excited for. So get involved, have a look at it. And if you want to volunteer and help us put us on, there's a link in the chat to a Google form. Be sure to get involved with that as well if you are interested. And don't forget to save, folks.
Oh goodness, I haven't done that in seriously, y'all, you did fine with the comment. Why can't you hit comment?
I think Board is not happy that you didn't. Board AI, I beg your pardon, is not happy that you didn't save.
No, it's not. I haven't done that since Adamant Cup.
What, haven't saved since Adamant Cup?
Well, that too. And actually, since we have some advanced knowledge, I'm going to use that advanced knowledge and equip some things. I don't have a mute knife, do I? No.
I do not know.
But yeah, this is why you save. And this is all fine. And speaking of Randothon, we are still looking for volunteers. I absolutely would encourage you to sign up and volunteer. If you are interested, we are looking for hosts and restreamers.
Yeah, definitely it takes a village to put these kind of streams on, to put the randoms on. And so if you have any, even if you have no experience, but you have like interest in it, definitely go ahead and sign up. We'll always take whatever extra hands we can get for this sort of thing, so. And don't worry, we will give you training, we'll give you proper documentation, don't even worry about that.
Okay, that was fine.
Okay, the Mega Sisters are down anyway, so happy days. Oh gee, I wonder who the boss in the oh god, what's the room called again?
The crystal dais? I
There
don't
we
actually
go.
know I don't know what to call this room.
I just called it the changing room.
I mean, that makes sense.
Oh hey, there's a rat's tail.
Yeah, I'm not updating my tracker because I don't
That's
remember
completely understandable.
what I did and didn't get.
You got everything, but you know, we'll cross that bridge when we come to it. Pretty quickly through the Odin boss.
Yeah, through the Odin boss, I need to take the rat tail, get my pan, hit Yang, go get my stuff from Sheila, and I'm not going to fight the doggo this time. Or I'm going to save one or the other.
You know, I don't know if you noticed, but I'm staying silent because I kind of feel bad for pushing you to pet the doggo. Whoops.
Oh, it would have happened eventually. It would have been it would have been the D-Lunars in that first spot. And they would have also done that.
Yes. Anything can happen in a randomizer, folks, and it usually does. So.
And if you've never done that before, everyone does it at least once.
It's a rite of passage, some may say.
Just like forgetting to pick up your crystal when you forged your Excalibur, and getting to Zeromus and being very, very confused.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm trying to remember what was here. Earth Crystal? Earth Crystal? Was it?
Nope, this was the pan that leads to the Earth Crystal and the Luca Key.
Gotcha.
I got the Legend Sword somewhere, which I didn't mark, and now I've forgotten where I got it.
Still Cave.
Okay, good. I'll mark it this time. One thing that Free Enterprise has added fairly recently is the utilization of auto trackers. So for those of you who may be like, hey, where am I going with this hovercraft? You cannot take the hovercraft underground.
Have you tried?
Yes.
Okay.
It's like when you try to take the whale underground. The game's like, no, not today. But
you know what, Tibble? I respect
that. Board's Law, Board AI, as sometimes we like to call it, after the creator of Free Enterprise, Boardface. The AI knows. It knows who to target. It knows who to kill.
Yeah, we talked briefly about auto trackers there. I mean, that's been a wonderful thing that's popped up in the past little while. Personal shout out to Cuden for developing his own auto tracker. That's one I tend to use all the time, and just it's such a godsend.
I know Simba and Mechalink and gosh, I know I'm forgetting people. Plumerionite, maybe? They put so much time. Just all of our tech crew on that side. They put in so much time to develop the tools. Where am I going? Did I hit Yang?
I don't think you did, no.
No, I did hit Yang. Sorry, I'm having I'm having a little deja vu here.
It's fine. Everything's fine.
But there's just our tech people that make the tools that do the trackers, whether it be manual trackers, automatic trackers, uh, just all the labor of love that everybody here puts in. It's such a great community. There's so many ways that you can support and help. Um, and if you want to get into it, if you want to run, if you think this looks fun, um, we are getting ready to go into tournament season. But come next club season, we do have a club that is specifically designed for those who are trying to learn how to kind of get into tournaments, learn the skills. Yes, Seed Bleed Extreme Edition, because I know I've already done this. I need to go to the Earth Crystal, which is this way.
Don't forget to save while you're at it. But no, honestly, shout outs to the Pink Puff League. Honestly, that league has been a great godsend for people learning the seed. And shout outs to Oscar 424 as well for putting all that together. She puts a lot of effort into it, and you can see with the alumni that come out of it. So,
yep. We actually just had our. What do you mean I don't have enough? We just had our final race of the season for that yesterday. It's just so awesome to see how all of these little baby puffs that are starting to grow up and be tournament racers. I love them.
They grow up so fast.
As CS Radical in chat is pointing out, 3 out of our 4 of our winners from the last tournament were Pink Puff graduates.
Yeah, for sure. And I mean, I know we're talking a lot about tournament play because competition is a big part of the Free Enterprise community, but it's not the only part. You know, it's a fun. The big thing about the Pink Puff League is it's a fun learning environment. You know, to pick up skills on how to play Free Enterprise with people who are just there to have a good time while they're playing and have fun, which is always kind of the main. What's the word I'm thinking of?
Goal?
There we go. The main goal when playing, when playing any game, but especially when playing Free Enterprise, you want to have fun with these kind of things.
Definitely. And you don't have to play the same flags that everyone plays. I know some people love to play some wacky, easy flags. Some people like to play as hard as humanly possible. You might not even be able to beat the seed flags. I'm saving again, by the way.
Yeah, that might help.
You know what else I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cure.
Hey.
There. I know that we used to call them Kata and Kata Light flags. I don't even know if those are run anymore, but it was the hardest flags that you could put together that you could still possibly beat the seed. As Berserk in chat points out, if you can't make the live races, if you don't like live racing, there's async races, asynchronous. People are always opening up rooms with different flags, where there's always flag set testing going on. And it's just a good community. I don't know where I would have been without Free Enterprise, without all the awesome friends I've made.
For sure.
Yeah,
no, definitely the Free Enterprise community has definitely been a high point for a lot of us. So, no complaints there.
Okay, take 2. We're going to ignore the last 15 minutes that just happened.
Wait, something happened? This does look kind of familiar.
You hush. Did you know that the flame dog won't flame if you silence it?
Really? Never would have guessed.
This had better be an adamant armor.
Oh
this was not an adamant armor.
No. Hey, it's a white spear.
Yes, for the cane that I don't have.
Oh, that's interesting. He flames himself as Shard. Interesting.
Yeah, the number of Yeah, there's some really silly scripts that you would never see in uh, vanilla because you would never be able to bring certain characters or certain abilities into it.
For sure.
And it gets really silly, like being able to steal better when Porum cries. You never have Edge and Porum in the same party. Why is that a thing?
Because this is a perfectly coded game. Oh, hi, Bigan.
Bigan, you're about to have a really bad time. Yeah, Bacchus one.
Yeah, we're about to let Bygans be Bygans here as we let our parties loose on them.
And you know what? I'm very angry right now, so I think I'm gonna throw this Gungnir at him too.
You know what? I respect it.
Yeah, you can Zerk an egg. I'm so flustered right now. I need to figure out how to get back on track.
You're good. You still got time.
Just hit the boss. Let's start there. Just everybody hit the boss. This is the Hold A Plays Itself edition, and I think Rose is doing things.
Rose is definitely trying to do things anyway.
I don't know why it's Randomizer, but that is hilarious. That was probably me.
Oh, it is Randomizer. Hold, please. Don't mind me, just fixing things.
I can't, y'all.
It's fine, everything's fine.
And I'm going to save. Because, yes, I don't want to do Bigan again. That's an annoying fight. That's not even hard. That was just obnoxious. That's another fight that you're happy to see on the Earth and not on the Moon because Bigan hits like a truck.
Yeah, Viking can not be a good time from time to time. So.
Young, you are too little too late, my friend. You would have been great.
Of course, one of the advantages of going up the tower is that at this stage you find out who's the second boss in the Dwarf Castle, and we can see that is either Ruby Conte or Elements.
I'm glad you were paying attention because I was not.
It's all good, I got you.
I'm getting chat-stracted.
Chat, please. Oh, hello.
That's a good character. I like that character.
You know, I've seen worse characters.
Porum, get out. No, I don't even care about your stuff. Just get out.
Oh, okay.
I didn't equip him. That's fine. He probably knows Meteo or something by now.
I mean, hey, who knows?
Oh, I should have taken those lit arrows. Whoops. Oh well.
It's fine.
You know any lit 2, lit 3, no lit 3? Okay. Just cast lit 2. You cast lit 2. Everybody cast lit 2.
By the way, if you're wondering how Octomom is swimming through the solid floor of the tower it's at, please don't.
We don't know. Octomom doing Octomom things.
It's just the thing that happens. Video game logic is a wonderful thing.
Octomom, would you like to, I don't know, die eventually? That would be fantastic. Why do you have so much health? Thank you. Oh, shoot. I forgot. They don't give you a confirm, but it's fine. That was just 3,000 gold wasted. It's fine.
It's fine. I mean, hey, you made more of that back, so you know.
I learned Fire 3.
And that could come in use. Words. That could come in handy.
It might. Why? Where's my tracker? What did I just get from that? Oh, I didn't get the key item yet. Oh, yeah. It's pass.
Oh, hey, that actually is a very important item. Would you like to explain what that does?
So, originally in Final Fantasy II, Final Fantasy IV, the pass took you to an exclusive club in Troya. But we have reutilized it to take you directly to Zeromus. Do not pass go, do not collect $200, do not come back the way you came. So it is one of two ways for you to get to Zeromus.
Yeah, it saves you to walk down the lunar subterranean, so, you know, it can be handy in some circumstances. Time will tell if it's handy in this particular seed, but, you know.
I probably should have taken some of that equipment from Forum, but that's fine.
It's fine.
Also, I think I used Rosa's last arrow, so I should probably do something about that. Here, have some charm arrows.
Oh, charming.
And I think at this point we still have not finished a single objective.
I don't have objectives tracking up here, so I couldn't tell you. Oh, hello. This will be interesting. So to explain for anyone who doesn't know, the sparkle you see there is a sparkle that represents one of the 5 lunar bosses that you can find on the lunar subterranean on the moon towards the end of the game. So this could be any of, I'd want to say about 5 bosses. Let's see which one it is. Ah, okay. Interesting. So the plague here is a particularly special boss. I don't think the plague does any damage per se, but they do like to cast count, and that gives you a 10-second timer to basically carry out a DPS check on them before you die. To kind of sum things up. It's Asuka's favorite boss, so you know.
Yeah, I have cheesed the plague. Plague wants to make sure that everybody has count on them, and Rosa doesn't, because I got a Star Veil up in time. Which means he's not going to do anything else other than try and count. This is you're able to do this if your anchor is in a certain agility range. It is my favorite way of fighting plague. Because I don't have to think, and I like not having to think. Although this plague is very fast.
You know, not having to think is a wonderful thing.
Eventually, plague could take himself out. I don't think that's going to happen here. But it's a possibility.
I think you have enough damage you might be able to take him out first.
Yeah. But if I didn't get that Star Veil off, this plague would be a little bit scary because this is Sea Hero, Edge is my anchor, which means Edge's agility is what controls everything else in this plague. It's very, very, very fast.
Mm-hmm. And now it's very, 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 very...
There's hope.
Alright, so we know it's either Rubiconte or Elements in the second spot, so let's see what happens.
I hope whatever it is, I learn Warp from it, because I really don't want to have to walk down Sealed Cave because I don't know Warp. That would be embarrassing. No. 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 Get out of my party.
Hi, Zelda.
Get out.
Bye, Zelda. Oh, it's Elements. Okay.
I'm not changing out my party to get a Warp caster, though, Tybalt. That would be...
No. Not with that attitude, you're not.
This is a very low HP spot. This is the Vanilla Golbez spot. Elements has some very interesting resistances that change at each form. I have, in a previous race, managed to hit every absorption before, so I don't mess with elements if I can just hit it really hard to death.
Understandably so.
Like, I know that Ruby form absorbs white, because I learned that the hard way. And the reason why we're concerned about warp right now is we have a glitch that is available in the vanilla game. Please no warp. Please no warp. Thank you. Called the warp glitch that allows you to completely skip the sealed cave. The sealed cave is a miserable cave. Nobody wants to do it. We have that turned on for this tournament, which means we don't have to do the sealed cave either.
Which is probably for the best, because that wasn't a key item that we got there.
But that is... That's
that it definitely is. That is our darkness crystal. That is how we summon the lunar whale to get to the moon, and that is one of our aromas to actually beat the game towards the end.
I don't know what I want to do. So I'm going to go fight an egg.
You know what? That seems like a smart call to make. So you might have remembered earlier, chat, I brought up about the egg grind. This is the spot on the map where you can actually do it. Ali's going to pop a siren here, and that is going to generate one solitary egg. Now, if you hit the egg hard enough, it will generate a yellow dragon, which can cause a bit of damage. But if you hit it even harder, you can actually bypass all that and just kill it straight off, and that gives you quite a lot of experience as a result.
You know everything but Nuke. Why are you like this, Boo? Yeah, this is what happens when you don't kill the egg in the first slot, because Edge is doing Edge things at the moment. But this is an easy 34,000. That is Cure 3 on Rosa. Oh, there's Warp. I think I'm going to go fight the bosses in the sealed, or in the Day March.
Okay, interesting. Do we know
because,
oh, sorry, go on.
I know it's not Plague. I know it could be any of the others.
Yeah.
Wyvern has Witchburn on, and I would really like Nuke on Fu before I go up to the moon.
Sure. Just explain what Witchburn is, by the way. If in the vanilla game, Wyvern's opening attack is a mega nuke, which can cause quite a substantial amount of damage to your party. To kind of, I suppose, rein in Wyvern's damaging capabilities a little bit, we have a thing called Witchburn, which will randomize it with a certain attack, which for the most part is actually less lethal than the mega nuke. So it could still be, it could still cause some interesting things to happen, but
with specifically Sea Hero, the number of abilities it can be has been reduced, specifically to ensure that there's not a soft lock. Because there was a time that Wyvern could cast Big Bang. And well, I think that's hilarious.
I miss those times.
Turns out that if you have a solo Tella in the changing room up on Ordeals, can't defeat that Wyvern.
Wasn't there a time where someone got a Meteo as their Witchburn?
Probably.
Maybe, I don't know, I can't really remember.
Where is that?
Oh, okay.
This is fine. This is fine.
You're clearly not holding any punches.
Don't hit Edge, please. Can we slow you down slightly? Because you are awful fast. This is fine. Everything is fine. This is what happens when your agility is not fantastic. Do you know cure? Why do you not know cure?
I don't know if Foo's learning at his own pace. Not quick enough pace, but...
Why does nobody know anything helpful? Okay, this is fine. We're gonna go fight the other boss because I would really like Nuke. And maybe Cure 4.
Take a reset there and... there. Once again, it could be any of the other lunar bosses. We know for a fact it's not countered him already. Should know this in Dwarf Castle. There we go.
Hi.
Oh, hi. Speaking of Wyvern. You know what? I've seen worse witch burns. I've seen better, but I've seen worse.
It didn't kill my party, and that's all I care about.
You know what? That's a good victory. But yeah, I mean, aside from Witchburn, you know, just stopping that, the rest of Wyvern's fight operates just as normal. He casts a wall, he casts a nuke off it. You try hitting him with a summon, he gets right back with a mega nuke. So.
Significantly less damage than I was expecting. I mean, it still killed Sid outright.
Yeah, Sid would like to disagree with that somehow.
Yeah, Fu could survive this if he needed to.
Trying to remember, what was the HP number on the Ashura spot again?
A little over 20k.
Right.
Please don't hit the one character that I have berserked. That's all I ask. I'd love to get a Star Veil up, actually.
Yeah, that might come in handy.
I hate you. Wyvern, I hate you.
Uh-oh.
It's fine, I have 4 more opportunities. Come on, Talon. I did use a Star Veil, right? No, I didn't.
I don't think you did.
Oops. This is fine.
It's fine.
I know like 3 people, or I have 3 people with Berserk. Okay, this is less fine.
We're starting to see port AI come to fruition there.
I could do this. I'm not going to spend the time on it. We're going to go to the moon.
You know what? That seems like a decent choice.
Sometimes you just need to cut your losses, and while you could get through something, it will be slow. And
Yeah, you don't want to be wasting too much time on certain bosses, especially when you're in a race. You know, it's nice. It's fine to kind of try yourself at a difficult boss to see if you can get through, because they might have the key item you're looking for. But at the same time, you don't want to be wasting too much time.
And at least we know that Wyvern is there.
For sure. So we know Wyvern's out of the pool anyway, so if the other 3 lunar bosses that show up, we know for a fact it's either D-Lunars, Ogo Pogo, or... God, I'm drawing a blank on who the other one is.
Doot.
Oh, yes, Doot. Pale Dim, there we go.
Pale Dim, a fan favorite of parts of our community, likes to sing the song of its people every time. Every time you hit it. Pale Dim is not hard. Pale Dim is very obnoxious.
Of course, every time Pale Dim sings the song of his people, he actually casts slow, which becomes even more obnoxious, shall we say.
And Pale Dim is one of those bosses you don't want to cast elemental spells on or elemental summons because he retaliates with Quake. I still haven't found life potions, so I'm going to see if the Lunar Bunnies perhaps have some today.
To pay a visit to the naming way to the Hummingway Cave. We'll see if any of the Hummingways have a shopping way that have a lifing way. There's some more life potions.
40 heal potions because I misclicked. It's fine.
It's fine.
If I get poisoned, I can definitely heal. Or if I decide to do some terrible ideas on Zeromus, I am not doing anything like that on Zeromus. I'm not using a heal potion.
Understandable.
There are people in this world who can do those sorts of fights with Zeromus, and I don't have the patience for that.
Again, completely understandable.
Child, no. Maybe.
Possibly?
I have a Leviathan. Nobody else in this party has AoE. Oh.
Decisions.
Yes, dismiss for. Ooh, I want the meat arrow though. Give me those. Rydia would have been nice had I found her a little bit earlier because she does have Leviathan. But I'm at the point where I can start grinding. And as soon as I can get my characters up, between Fu and Rosa, I think we can keep the party alive through Zeromus. I know, we haven't even finished an objective yet, and we're thinking about Zeromus, but unfortunately in these seeds, that's always got to be something on your mind.
Yeah, I mean, you got to beat Zeromus to, actually beat the game, so you got to kind of keep it in the back of your mind, even just for a tiny bit.
And I think it's about time that Rosa takes off the Sorcerer Robe. And do I have any stat stick for you? I don't.
Alright, let's see what the first lunar boss is.
Ew. Why you gotta be like this?
Oh, okay, yeah.
Do I have anything else to throw? We're just gonna throw anything that's not nailed down at this point.
Yeah, that's understandable.
CPU is one of those bosses that you really don't want to deal with. It's not hard, it's just slow. I should have done that in a different order. Please kill the thing healing the boss. Well, I never get a turn again with Fu. What you want to do is take out the defender, because it's of course healing the boss. Oh, this is going to be miserable. And well, this is going to be interesting. This is fine. Everything's going to be fine.
Everything's going to be totally fine.
Just hit the boss real hard.
So just explain what happened. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
actually.
You go ahead, I'm going to concentrate.
Fair enough. So just explain one of the, I suppose, quirks of CPU here. You might have seen there are two orbs there. One of them a defense orb, which heals them, and the other an attack orb, which attacks you. You need to be careful about getting rid of both of them because when CPU decides to attack, as you can see on your screen right now, it's not a pretty sight. Those Globe 199s, they always pack quite a punch. So usually the go-to strategy for this fight is you take out the Remedy orb, or the Defender orb, I suppose, just to give yourself an opportunity to actually deal some damage to the main CPU without it being constantly healed. And then after that, you take out the attack orb and finish the fight. Sometimes you can get away with it if you have enough of a damage output, but Yeah, Ali's gone to the berserk up edge there. Hope for the best.
This is what we call Plan Q. We're going to hit things real hard. Real fast.
Okay, so down goes the defender orbs, and now CPU won't be healed again for a while, hopefully, unless we get another glow 199 situation. We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
You mean now? Because I'm going to get one now.
Oh.
This is fine. This is fine.
Totally fine.
This is not how you should do this, boss, folks. Don't try this at home. Can you quit killing the food?
Yeah, CPU saw Fuso yeah and decided to turn into Fuso no, more like. So our favorite mop's going to chill at the screen there until Laddie can get an opportunity to get up, and we're back once again with the attacker and defender orb again.
I don't know why I'm trying to run buffer it. You cannot run buffer this spot.
And the attempt was made.
Stop running the boss. Stop that. I was hoping that wouldn't kill both of them. It's fine. Everything's fine.
You might be wondering why Ali was casting Quake there. Quake bypasses the wall that CPU put up, so CPU does still get hit with a bit of damage. Not as much as CPU is doling out to our party here, but
okay, this is fine. This is fine.
You got this.
Okay, I do not have this. Sorry, y'all. I know. I'm not very good at this game, as y'all might have noticed.
It's fine.
But we're gonna come back to that when I have nuke.
I mean, on the plus side, at least we have knowledge there that CPU is there. So.
Yeah. I shouldn't have medioed, but I got silly.
Also, did you change your mind about your radio?
No.
Okay. Yeah, the game just might want to give you a second chance there.
No, but I still want those mute errors.
You know what? Understandable.
Now, one thing that is sneakily hard that you don't think about is Edge is my hero. Edge is exceptionally fast, which means all of the bosses are exceptionally fast, and my party is slightly slower than normal. So, normal agility setups would have me with a curse ring on Sid, and I go faster than everything, but I haven't found a curse ring yet, and that's not going to do me a lot of good for this Edge.
The Sea Hero plays havoc with people's anchor strategies, so
we're going to go to the bottom of the moon and hope I find something like King Queen Evelyn in the ribbon room.
So yeah, if you didn't have to pass and you wanted to take the fight down to Rhodes, this would be the way you'd have to go regardless. Sauntering down the end game level, I suppose, for want of a better word. Make sure you walk down to Z.
Yep, this is definitely the slower of the two, although if you are able to finish up your last objective on the moon, it of course speeds it up. But it is a 2.5 minute walk down to Zeromus from the top of the moon. So if you don't have to do that, you definitely would prefer the pass.
Absolutely. And in a time crunch, you'd be better off with the pass anyway. So. Anyway, let's see what this boss is.
Why? Seed's got jokes tonight.
Hey, Antline's on the moon. Let's go.
Oh boy.
Yeah, Seed has jokes tonight. I wonder how they came about.
This is your fault.
Yes, it is.
Psychonaut asked me if I wanted to roll the seed or if I wanted him to roll the seed. And I said, I'd like to be mad at somebody other than myself, so why don't you roll the seed?
Well, I mean, I've given you plenty of opportunity to be mad at yourself. Or mad at someone else, even. And there was much rejoicing. Yay, yay.
You know what? Just here, have a white spear to the face. Quit trying to hit everybody. If I can get everybody blinked up, then I should be in good shape, and I'm not too worried about that Rosa right now because she does have a Sork robe. But the less needles I have to deal with, the better. What else do I have to throw?
Yeah, we were talking earlier about bosses packing a punch in certain spots. This is one of them.
Thankfully, this isn't the worst spot Antlion could be. Why?
You were saying?
Because Antlion could be in a different spot and be totally terrible, but I'm having a really hard time. Where are my Cure 3s? Why do you have to hit the one with no magic defense?
I don't know, this game's got jokes.
Yeah, hit Rosa for a minute so I can get a Cure 3 off. This is the Vanilla Plague spot, so there isn't nearly as much health here as there could be.
But there's still enough, so we kind of have to, go out of our way to cause a certain bit of damage too, so. It is what it is, we just try and power through it. And while Ali's powering through it, I'm going to use this opportunity to once again remind you, March 31st, April 2nd, the Randathon is happening. If you have interest in this game, you want to see this and a load of other games being run, ! Marathon in the chat will give you all the information you need, including the schedule, as well as a form you can sign up for if you want to help us put those on. And yeah, hope you're all looking forward to it. We're looking forward to putting on a great show for Nami that weekend. So. And tagging. Hey, I see what you did there, Rowdy Roddy Sniper, and I approve.
Sorry, y'all. I'm trying to.
No, you keep focusing. I'm still. You keep focusing on this. I'll find some way to fill the gap. Yeah, no, this Antlion in any spot can pack a particular punch, but this spot in particular is not particularly fun one. Like Ali said, it's not the worst, but there's definitely better spots for Antlion.
Yeah, this is fun. I really need a stat stick for that Rosa. Who might still be wearing a heroine robe, because I don't think I switched it out after I wiped. Which would explain a few things. But he's down!
Maybe. Hey, GG. And your reward for that is...
Nuke? Nuke?
Nuke? Nuke! And a
And the
tower
tower
key.
key.
Interesting. Tower key across or the words. Tower key, of course, opening up a check in the Tower of Babel. So we might get to that. Who knows? We'll see. The most important thing, though, is that we have another key item there. And that's another check down.
I am going to try and clear as much of this moon as I can without having to go down or go back up, because I don't want to have to come back to the moon if I don't have to.
You know what? I don't blame you one bit for that.
Actually, I'm going to wait, and I'm going to see if I can pull a key item out of this other spot so I can get double XP from the ribbon room. Because if I can count, which is debatable, that should be 9 key items right now.
I've got 9 key items on my tracker, so yeah, that sounds about right. And down the Ogopogo spot we got, and who are we up against?
The other noodle.
Oh, hello.
Hi, have you met my friend Thunderclaw? And my other friend Bacchuswine?
Yeah, Leviathan, not the worst here, I suppose.
Leviathan's about to have a really bad day, although he's going to do some damage to me as well.
They're both about to have really bad days. That's a win-win, surely. No, it's a lose-lose. What am I saying? I'm sorry, chat.
Pelham, I would really like you to stay alive. I would really like you to stay alive, too. I need both of you to get XP. And you might be wondering, well, isn't he weak to lightning? Why wouldn't you cast Lit 3? Well, Lit 3 unfortunately takes entirely too long. Oh, there.
It's one of those things you have to balance. You know, I mean, do you put out that much damage but sacrifice the time? You know, it doesn't seem worth it in this particular scenario. I don't believe.
Remember, if it's a slow anchor, it means your thing goes away faster, or if it's a fast anchor. But I guess we're about to find out, because the game's about to play itself. You had a 50-50 chance that you couldn't have hit the thing with the fast anchor.
Game's got jokes.
Game is going to play itself here for a minute. And we're going to find out who is mightier, this Leviathan or this Edge.
And the answer is...
I can take exactly one more big wave. But we're good. We're through.
Way! GG's.
Give me a key item game. Thank you. That is 10 key items.
Package.
That is the inventory boss.
But more importantly, that's 10 key items. To explain what's going on here, chat, thing coded in the game where once you hit 10 key items, you get double XP from any encounters you get, or linear encounters that give you XP. So that's very useful when wanting to go up against some bosses and actually getting the XP off them. The package, I suppose, as well, it's also another character check, but I don't know if that's something we want to consider at this stage in the game.
It is a objective, actually. I have to burn the village mist with the package. I am very excited about this package today.
Oh, wow, okay.
Now, do I take the character after that? I don't have to. I could just be carrying around this person that I burned their town down. I could just carry him to Zeromus. I've done that before.
So they're like, hey, who's that guy? Don't worry about it.
Oh, I am being rewarded for. Well, I'm being not rewarded for. Where
Not being
are
punished, I
my?
suppose.
No, this is good because I can get lots of XP from this, but I can't. There they are. Inventory management is a thing that I am very, 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 very bad at.
Inventory management, I suppose, is one of those things that comes with, you have to actually play the game for an extended period of time, and then you kind of pick it up as you go along, I suppose. At least that's my experience of looking at people playing at it.
And here we are seeing an example of the life glitch. I have life glitched the officer, which has the bulk of the XP. Can we get a round of foo and I do a stone because I don't. There we go.
Life glitch is very handy.
Yeah, I should get like 300 and something. Just shy of 300,000 experience here. That is a significant amount of levels on my party.
That's a lot of experience. Remember, that's double experience of what you would normally get at that spot because you have those tanky items.
And then by life glitching that officer, I got his experience twice. Funny game, funny. You want to give me a Cecil to go with that? You want to give me a cane to go with that? Actually, I can throw that. Here, have an archer bow.
So if you're just joining us, yeah, see, it's got jokes.
Seed has so many jokes. Actually, I don't need to save here. But that is the bottom 3 bosses. Let's go check the crystal room. Go fight with that CPU. Let's finish up the moon, and let's hopefully find where the rest of my key items are. Because my objectives are defeat Fabul Gauntlet, defeat Golbez, complete Cave Magnus, have Coco Forge, launch the Falcon, burn the Village Mist, and liberate Baron Castle. I can launch the Falcon and burn Village Mist. That's not a ton of objectives that I can do.
Yeah, the key items seem to be very well hidden in this seed for some reason. That's just the way it goes sometimes, though. They can be very well hidden behind. And it could very well just be one key item gating literally everything. You just don't know sometimes.
Yeah. I know that there's math that says probabilities on... Oh, he hits hard here. On what could be where. But I don't know what those probabilities are. And we're back to blinking things. And nuking things.
And welcome to Paladin singing the song of his people.
Or if he counters virus. I should have thought about that before I did that. I didn't see a counter, so I'm going to go with no.
It's fine, question mark?
Oh, it'll be fine. Everything's fine. We are just going to nuke this thing a few times. We're going to virus it a few times. Now that I know that I'm not going to get countered with it. It turns out that the moon bosses don't actually like summons or magic. The developers were kind of mean about that because you have this endgame magic caster in Rydia, and you have all these awesome summons, and it doesn't take kindly to either one of those. Sid, honey, you want to take... Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. No, after you, please.
I would really like this Sid to have taken a turn so I didn't have to use my turn with Rosa to get Fu his MP back. But
Yep.
Sid is going to do Sid things right now.
I suppose the moment's rage is a damage racist tries to even get things down, but we shall play it by ear. We'll see what happens.
Here we go. I have given up on that. That Palom. Palom is not going to be helping in anything at this rate.
Quack Kid has really quacked it.
And that is the Baron key. What am I missing? 2 bosses. I'm missing 2 bosses. Okay, everything get out of my inventory. I don't need an Ogre Axe. I don't need a Poison Claw. I don't need a Wizard Shirt. I don't need 40 heal potions that I accidentally bought. Everything out.
Alice is going in cleaning house. You love to see it.
And before I forget to do this, put your ninja sword back on, please. And that ninja shirt. That would really have helped in about all of those fights.
One of those things with this game, you really have to kind of think about everything. So.
Well, I put that ninja shirt on after I got it, before we fought Flame Dog. The first time.
Oh. Yeah, would say I'm sorry about that. I'm not, but you know.
Yeah, for anyone who wasn't here at the beginning, we had a masterclass in why you save the game constantly. When I walked into the Flame Dog with 1 HP.
I mean, it's not like it's an emote or anything, you know.
Yes, Dan, you were supposed to save. This is not permadeath.
Rivers took away your save points, Infant? Oh.
Well, if Rivers took away your save points, and then I have the perfect randomizer for you.
Uh-oh.
Final Fantasy VI Beyond Chaos. Permadeath.
Shoutouts to Beyond Chaos, but yeah, I'm anyway.
Okay, let's make sure that everybody has the correct things equipped, because I don't know what who has equipped anymore. You're good.
But it was CPU at this this boss fight from earlier, or am I misremembered?
Yes, it is CPU.
Yes, we know that's there anyway.
And we are going to do CPU correctly this time. We are not going to cast Meteo and then be in panic mode for the rest of the night. Why are you so fast?
But that's one of the disadvantages, I suppose, of Sea Hero. I mean, Edge being your anchor, Edge gets too fast, everything else gets too fast. It's a fun time. Well, for the viewers, I'm not necessarily sure about Addy, but, you know, we'll play that one. So that's a Defender orb down.
This is not a great party for CPU.
I've seen worse.
At least Sid's back row glitched.
I mean, hey, that's something.
You know what? I have an Excalibur. I'm not saving that for anything else.
But what about Cecil that might be on the giant question?
I don't care. Cecil could be at Baron, and I don't care. No, we are not doing an orb grind. No.
We tried that. It didn't work.
We really did. What else do I have that I can throw at this thing? Where's that Dragoon Lance? I tried Plan Q, Ninja. It also went poorly.
Yeah, we're just going to play this safe and hopefully get through this fight, and fingers crossed we won't have to worry about it again. Also, if this has Twin Harp, I'm going to laugh.
If this has Twin Harp, I'm going to be so upset. Why are you still alive? Why do you have so much health? I'm about to get mad and plan Q it here.
Again?
Look, if Fu ever got a chance to do Meteo, although I think I just ran him out of enough MP that I can't do that, which is a good thing. We're going to play this safe.
No, sorry, chat. No swag rocks, but you know we gotta take it. We gotta take it easy. We gotta make sure we actually get through CPU because CPU's giving us enough trouble already. We don't want to repeat that.
I don't have enough MP for Plan Q.
Ninja Plan Q is not happening.
I thought about it, but I only have 60 MP. Oh, thank God. It's dead.
There you go. So now that the CPU orb is down, we don't have to worry about it, so we can just spam the attacker, be over and done with this fight, not have to worry about any Globe 199s.
There you go, pal.
Wonderful time. There we go. And your reward for that is...
I hate this game.
Several nudge levels. Is it a winner?
No.
Oh. Oh.
Get me off of this moon. We are going to check who the Bahamut boss is, and then we are going back to the Earth. And we are going to clean up our objectives. But I cannot risk this being Golbez or Alt Gauntlet.
You know, that's completely understandable.
No, with my luck, Golbez is going to be behind. Is going to be on the Giant, and Alt Gauntlet's going to be behind the package.
You know what? I believe it.
Because that's the kind of seed that you would have rolled me.
I did offer you an out. I'm just saying.
But let's see what Bahamut has. No. Just no. That can be the last thing I do. I'm not doing that.
Yeah, no thanks.
It is technically free. And
but
it can
to the door grind?
It can technically be the last thing I do. Bahamut has one of the highest attack spots in the game. That Bahamut is going to hit very hard. And while my Rosa does have a ribbon, I would have to get there first.
Yeah,
and I would much rather go do the Baron Key.
I suppose Baron Key gives you more key items anyway, or more key item checks, I suppose.
And it's
really, I suppose it'd be a smarter call.
Well, and Baron had the D-Mist. So this is 3 potential key item checks, as well as an objective.
Yeah, exactly. You heard Ali allude to at the start of the stream if you were around. No free key items were on, so you can't really get anything from Bedward. Instead, we have to defeat D-Mist, and once we do that, we can actually pick up a free key item. Well, a possible key item from Meridia's mom in Mist. Fingers crossed for that. Hopefully that gives us what we're looking for.
Yeah, maybe it'll be the Twin Harp. See, what I'm hoping for will be that it'll be something like the Twin Harp and Golbez or Alt Gauntlet here. And I get the Legend Sword, and it's just like all right in a row. Because I want to make sure y'all folks are able to go do the community race tonight at 10 o'clock.
So I'm not saying this is a preview for the community race, but I'm rolling to see it for the community race, so you know.
Yeah, make someone else suffer.
Hey, look, again, I offered you an out.
No, I appreciate Psycho coming in and restreaming and doing comms for me. He is
Hey,
a
you know, I'm happy to help.
and you're a fantastic restreamer, and you've been an absolute joy to chat with tonight.
Yeah, I try. It's a pleasure always to sit down and actually chat with you, Ali. So there. Anyway, that's D Mist down, so that's a key item unlocked there in Mist when we eventually get around to it. Let's see who's on the throne. Okay, so it's a flavor of Mylon.
Let's just quickly sweep that up.
Yeah, so Mylon friends, usually this would in the vanilla game be in the first spot of Mount Ordeals. But he's here. We're not going to spend too much time on him. We're going to forget about it. And that's Baron Castle finally out of the way.
Yeah, you always want to make sure to take out the ghasts before you take out Mylon, or else they get angry. And by angry, I mean they will do quad 9s in most places.
They don't call it the Mylon dance party for nothing.
You, I'm going to put away for possibly later if I have to do that evil wall. Edward is
found a bard.
Yeah, Edward's one of those characters who has some great utility, can do some really good things. If we had a spoon, it would be different, but I haven't found a spoon yet. And with that, isn't that 2 flavors as aromas there? Huh.
No, the one that left is Golbez.
Oh, you're right. That was no, that was aroma.
You sure? It looks like Golbez's head. I don't know.
We have an objective on the board.
Hey!
Tybalt saying it was Golbez.
Thanks, Tybalt.
The other side was Zeroma's breath or something, I think, though.
Yes, or it was like the initial flame bit of Zeromus, I think.
I'm trying to check off my my objectives while I'm walking, and I'm not doing a very good job.
It's fine.
Oh, maybe I should equip that edge with that sword that we just got. Are you the one that gives agility? Oh, good, because I really need him faster. That's phenomenal. Would you like a crystal ring since I worked so hard for it? I am really hoping to find some adamant armors because otherwise I'm going to have a really bad time at Zeromus.
Yeah, I can imagine. Oh, hi, Shura.
Have you met my friend Rocket Swine? I've got star pills to spare. I know where to find them.
Yeah, this fight isn't too bad, I suppose. But you kind of know what you're doing.
I probably should have cured my party. But that's not a thing I apparently do anymore. We just walk into fights without using cabins or tents. Don't hit edge, thank you.
Or saving.
I saved before this one.
Sure is a bit of an interesting boss, I suppose. You see her kind of cycle through various different phases, which has various different effects. You want to life lock them, I suppose, which is hitting them when they're casting life 1, so that they don't actually heal themselves.
Yeah, I could have done that, but I'm not as good a runner as a lot of these folks that do this.
You are doing a wonderful job.
But Ashura is one of those bosses that you fight in the Land of Summon Monsters. She hits kind of hard. She, of course, cures herself. I think in the vanilla game, you cast Wall on her, and that's how you kill her. I don't know of any other way other than figuring out how to lifelock her.
I'm sure there's a way somewhere.
Oh, there's the spoon.
Ah, interesting.
Not the key item I need right now, though, game.
Yeah, it's a key item. So the spoon, for anyone who's new to this whole experience, in the vanilla and independent Sheila, and Edge just uses it as a very fancy jar. But we have coded a special thing in Free Enterprise where Edward can actually equip the spoon, and when Ed equips the spoon, he deals quite a lot of damage. So it's not the worst key item to have, I'll be honest.
And I'm not gonna forget to pick up my free key item from Radia's mom.
I mean, you have to do the objective anyway, so I suppose it makes sense.
Yeah, that's true. Give me something good, please. Like a legend sword, and I can get a good sword for Edge.
You have a legend sword?
I am so tired of cane weapons. Game, we have not seen a cane yet.
Kane, the ultimate betrayer.
I hate everything in this game. I hate this game.
So, explanation for anyone who doesn't recognize that cloak up there. That is our Cecil in Paladin format. That's the one where we are always on the lookout for crystal swords, for armor, for all the good stuff. Cecil go burr when you get enough things to go with him.
And of course I threw the Excalibur, so I can't even take him because I don't have a weapon for him. I threw all of his weapons.
Oh, I didn't know Cecil was a summoner now.
Yeah, not a very good one, apparently.
No,
couldn't even kill the Cid.
For context, by the way, and for anyone who's new to the free, this is where you pick up Rydia in the but when you pick up Rydia, she casts a summon of a Titan. So anytime you pick up a character here, they basically become summoner for all of about a couple of frames, question mark? Long enough that becomes the thing.
We are carrying Cecil's limp corpse to Zeromus. I've decided
You know what? I respect that power play. I'm not going to lie.
I am so angry at this seed right now. I think all I have left is Underground.
Possibly Feymarch?
Well, I'm going to do the Tower Key first because
Actually, yeah, that's a good call.
Because I still don't know how I'm going to deal with that Wyvern. I'm going to use a Cabin. Look at me healing my party.
What? What is this sorcery?
I don't think there can be much else that's particularly rude here.
Just thinking, we've seen most of the Lunar bosses, I think.
We haven't seen D-Lunars, and we haven't seen Ogopogo.
Right.
But we've seen...
those who could give trouble depending on where they are, but... Not much else, I don't think.
We know where Wyvern is. We found Wyvern earlier. And then Wyvern murdered me. Not looking forward to that Yang and the Feymarch.
Yeah, Yang really backs a bunch at that particular spot, so... Anyway, in the lower tower we have... Oh. Which one is it? Ah, hello. Not really going to be trouble here, I don't think. Nope, there you go.
To answer a question in chat, Yang is in the king spot. So Yang hits like a truck. A very angry, angry truck. For those who are still not totally familiar with the randomizer, there are spots that never had stats coded in, or they did, and because they didn't do physical damage, the developers were like, LOL, we'll just put in really high numbers. So there are spots that you never see punch in the vanilla game that have very high attack values, like Bahamut or Leviathan.
Yeah, it makes for some interesting battles, shall we say. Anyway, we know this is Rubicante because we dealt with elements. So, was it leg? Yes, it was.
Yeah, leg is going to do laughable damage here.
And the emphasis is going to be on was in the sentence I just made, because Rubicante not going to be hanging around for long right here.
Yeah, Edge has finally unlocked his true potential of doing actual damage. I'm very excited about this. And I'm just going to nuke him for good measure.
Why not? Swag nuke.
A 400. Really?
Okay, all right.
Do you know how close?
Dialogue.
You know how close you have to be to get that dialogue?
I'm going to say that close.
Oh, game. Game, just give me a key item. Give me the legends.
That's not a key item.
And the worst part is I have to walk it out because I did the tower key first.
Mm-hmm.
And now the tower key is going to be something like a Leviathan summon, and then I'm going to rage quit. And
it's got to be a Leviathan summon, and then I'm just going, because you're going to get the chainsaw of compassion, and that's not going to end well for me.
No. I don't want to go do Wyvern at Asura.
Yeah, like I said, chat, anything can happen in a roundabout. PC it usually does.
And for every runner that I've ever cursed with my commentary, this should feel like vindication for you. Because,
no comment.
Because I have definitely spoken and rolled some terrible things into existence. Okay, it's a key item. I can do another objective.
Way! That's when you don't have to travel far to get either, so.
And then we'll have to go to back to the underground, or back to the Fey March.
Hey. And there's not really much anywhere else it could be, could it?
No, there isn't.
So yeah, usually at this point in the vanilla game, we would call the Adamant and the Legend Sword. We'd go away for a little bit, and then we'd come back, and he would give us the Excalibur. This time around, I believe for Sea Hero... Wait, is Super Smith on for this? I don't know.
Yes.
It is. So we will get something different than the Excalibur. Okay, interesting shop. Not the best, but not the worst either, so...
I want those power shirts.
Usually it's a weapon for a hero from the Advance game? Question mark?
Yes.
Something chat can point that out. Oh, it is perfect.
I wanted 2 power shirts. I hate this game. I hate this game.
What can I say? See, it's got jokes.
This is going in the dumpster when I'm done with it. I am going to delete the seed and I'm going to throw it into the recycle bin that I never empty, and I'm going to delete it. Oh,
I'm just going to go hide on my desk now. Okay, see you later.
All I wanted was an adamant armor of some sort. And I can't even have nice things.
Yeah, the seed doesn't seem to want to be giving anyone any stuff today for some interesting reason.
Yeah, as Tybalt points out in chat, there was a quarter of a chance for that to happen. There are 3 other weapons that Edge could have gotten that wouldn't have been terrible and useless. Scrap metal only does 1 damage.
So what you're saying is you're going to scrap any hope of killing Z with that?
I'm just gonna go kill this wyvern.
Understandable. Anyway, there's the entangle. I should know this, but I don't. Does heal work against entangle, or?
I have no idea, but I got rid of all my heal potions because I needed the inventory space.
Oh, okay, so we're not going to find out. All right. Okay, according to Tibble, apparently it does, so, we'll take that. You seem to be tanking a little more nicely. What was that? Sorry?
I hope that it was Rosa that I starveiled, because we're about to find out.
No, it wasn't.
Are you sure?
Ah, she's fine.
Thought it was.
Oh, it was, okay. Oh, of course, yeah, because when you bounce off the thing, it bounces back. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, Drew's about to have a bad day. Or not.
Yeah, how do you like reflected nukes, wyvern? Jerk.
Wyvern about to go Wyvern, and your reward for is... Hey, there's our objective.
That is the last gating key item, so I am not fighting that young.
Yeah, completely understandable. Twin Arp is an objective that we're particularly looking out for if you're watching the race, because it's an item that comes up when you go up against what you call it, when you enter Cave Magnus, go up against the Dark Elf or whatever's there. Usually it plays Edward's harp, the melody there, but in Free Enterprise we actually randomize it with, I want to say, about 200 different harp melodies. So that's always something that the community likes to look out for, and we are also looking forward to see what DJ Spoony B has on his rockin' tunes tonight.
Yeah, I think we are up to like 500 songs now.
Oh wow, really? Okay.
Yeah, Xenocat, who is our most recent composer, has been putting in so much work with songs.
Yeah, shout out to Xeno. She's been really putting in the work with those kind of things.
I'm just going to save so many times because I am now very... I don't want to do that again.
I understand. I completely understand that.
But we've also had work put in by Calamity, and Boardface himself put in the original batch of songs. And there's just so many different things from other RPGs, other video games, and they're all so wonderful. I am hoping for... What I'm hoping for. What would you like to hear?
What would I like to hear? Ooh, I don't know. I like anything Zelda related to pop up. or one of my personal favorites is Corneria from Star Fox. I do have one track in the heart pool. I don't think it's actually active in the pool yet, so I'm not going to spoil it, but it's one I like looking out for. But anyway, Ali's going into the fight there. This is just going to be a very quick scripted fight that we get through, and then we'll be on to music. So it's always interesting to see what pops up in the music, so we'll see what happens there.
I would love to hear... Yeah, I don't know if the song that I have been pestering Xeno Cat for months for is in the pool yet, but I would love to hear it.
Well, there's only one way to find out as Rhodes goes down, and we straight into that scripted scene. So Ali and I are going to take this opportunity to be quiet and let you all hear the rockin' tunes. So we will see you all very shortly.
Rude. And that was Festival of the Hunt from Final Fantasy IX.
I'm sorry, the second note you're looking for is not here right now. Please leave a message after the beep. At least you got a pigtail. So to explain what's going on there, what you saw was, of course, the All Gauntlet that we had been alluding to. It's the Fabul Gauntlet, but with All Gauntlet turned on, we basically take enemies from the surrounding areas and just loop them in. The advantage of it being on Cave Magnus is that we get extended music. So I hope you enjoyed that interlude there. Festival of the Hunt from Final Fantasy IX. Beautiful track. Really enjoyed having that on.
I have become so very familiar with that track with Final Bar Line being released. I have put too many hours into that.
I still haven't played that game. I need to get to it at some stage.
And I believe with finding that puts me in go mode. Well, no mode. I have to go... Dude, where's my hovercraft? You, come here. I'm getting a pigtail before I go underground.
Yeah, understandable.
I am not fighting Zeromus with an edge hero with whatever is going on with my agility right now without an adamant armor to throw on that Rosa. And you better believe it's going on that Rosa because somebody's got to survive those big bangs.
Absolutely. And you might as well be your healer, right?
But yeah, Alt Gauntlet there is always a treat because you get extended music. Whereas if you get like Golbez there, you get shortened music.
You get music interrupted with a comedy festival, which works well in some cases, but not exactly in the free enterprise seed. But that is a conversation for another day.
And speaking of Golbez, unless he is exactly in the King-Queen spot, which I'm going to be so upset. You have no idea how upset I'm going to be. We will not see him today.
Indeed, the comedy club decided to take the night off. Completely understandable.
I want more Bacchus wines.
You know, I don't blame you one bit.
I can't afford more Bacchus wines. Give me all of the Bacchus wines. I'm going to start that. Bacchus wine is my favorite J item. I will routinely buy as many as I can, knowing that I'm not going to use that many. I think I specifically crafted a flag set with the 99 kit so that you can sell whatever you get 99 of and buy 99 Bacchus wines.
Yeah, completely understandable.
Why am I saving? I don't care what's here. Okay, chat. Based on a question in chat of what is that the tastiest J item? What J item do you think tastes the best?
I mean, I'm impartial to a bit of Bacchus wine myself, so yeah, no.
I feel like lip bolts would taste like Pop Rocks.
I don't know, I feel like they have a bit of a shock to them, you know? Yeah, scallop raises a good point, you know, gold apples are right there.
But that would hurt your teeth, I feel like. And then
maybe,
please.
but it might be worth it? Question mark?
I am going to save just out of sheer paranoia at this point.
Completely understandable. Also, dwarf bread doesn't know one hallucinogen. Who knew? Alright, let's see what the King Queen Ebon boss spot is.
It is not Golbez, so...
Oh. It stalls. Interesting.
Why are you going first? You have no reason to go first. What is this agility situation?
Yeah, just pick the number between 1 and 5, I guess.
Don't. What did I just say? What did I just say? Okay, chat. Enjoy. You get Big Doll.
Okay, so explanation, if you kill either Cal or Brianna, but not the other, or at least one of the other, this is what you get. You get the Big Doll. And you get a fun time as a result. Not that matters, because down goes the Big Doll. And did we remember what the bot? It doesn't matter, it's there. Dims? Not too bad, I don't think, here.
Okay, let's equip some of these power shirts that I bought, that I spent a lot of money on. So that I couldn't buy 99 Bacchus wines. I'm very disappointed. So I've been told that a power shirt is better than a ninja shirt, and I'm going to believe whoever told me that.
Hope for the best.
Come on, Foo. Get around to your turn. You are wearing a black shirt. You should be able to get the stone off. Because I don't care about XP anymore, other than that Palom. I would like to get one more level. That wasn't a stone. Sure wasn't.
No, but it was asleep, so you know.
It was certainly a word that started with S.
Close enough.
Palom, please. Y'all are killing me. Okay.
Bort, see, clearly he still has more jokes for you, it looks like.
Oh good, we've charmed it. I'm so excited. Okay. Stone. That way. Thank you.
There you go.
But I am going to launch Falcon, and then we are very quickly going to go into Zeromus. We are going to hope that we have enough power overwhelming.
Dave, there's only one way to find out, and that's actually go in and see.
And while I finish up getting all ready for my Z fight, do you want to just one more time kind of go over the marathon that we're getting ready for?
You know what? I think I will. So, in case you haven't guessed by the big logo on the side of the screen there, we are Random, which is kicking off in 2 weeks, is a randomizer marathon for mental health, specifically to raise funds for NAMI, the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We have got a great weekend of games lined up for you, including Free Enterprise, as well as some other games such as Final Fantasy VI Worlds Collide. We have got, I think Deus Ex is in there, which is an interesting randomizer. We'll see how that one pans out. As well as Link to the Past randomizer and a bunch of other staples like that. If you're interested, the game schedule is posted there in the chat. Be sure to go check it out. And if you'd like to help us put the show on, we have a volunteer forum open. Be sure to fill it out, get involved. We would love to have as many people as possible to help us put on the best show possible. But regardless, we would love to see you March 31st, April 2nd. Stay tuned for more updates and start times and all that. But we are getting up to Toroya, which means we're taking the path down there. So you're probably wondering what's so special about the end boss here. So Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise, as we mentioned, is a randomizer. We randomize the bosses, we randomize the key items, and we randomize a bunch of other stuff besides. The one thing we do not randomize, however, is the final boss of the game, Zeromus. It's a bit of a health and safety issue trying to get him to various different spots. So, instead of, randomizing where Zeromus is, we like to put him in cosplay. We have about, I want to say, 600 or 700 different sprites that we can code them in. Most of them work by Scarlet Kitty, some of them worked on by Boardface. And that will all lead up to see what kind of costume we got, or to ask a more specific question: whose butt are we going to kick tonight?
And how fast is it going to be?
And how fast it's going to be. And the other supplementary questions, such as, is the butt cute? Does it even have the butt? Is the butt wearing a hat? Etc., etc. Just over 600. Okay, thanks, Scarlett.
I was trying to do math to see how close I could get to a good breakpoint for Z, and then decided that I was tired of doing math.
Yeah, no, completely understandable. The Seeds had enough jokes as it is.
Well, it's got one more joke, and it's going to be what this sprite is tonight. Does it have a hat? Is it cute? Does it have a butt? Is it going to get a big bang off before I can get a silk web out? Did I get rid of my silk web?
Who knows? I might even have a spear for you.
Spear! Y'all can't see it, but on my stream, I do have my cat fighting against Spear.
Nice. So the cat fights against Spear, but let's see what our party's fighting up again. As tonight, the final boss of Final Fantasy IV is... As he waits for it to load. I know what name's different in my mind. Scala, help. There we go. Celestial Shinryu from FF Type 0. Alice is going to try and breeze through this. If you're familiar with the vanilla game, it's pretty much the same kind of strategy. You want to try and get the health down, try and avoid the big bang, try and nerf it as much as possible. Try and maybe avoid the HP refill that happens at about 65,000 HP, I think it is. But yeah, aside from that, I think Ali's just going to go for power over stress. We'll try and see if we can get towards the end of the seed here and finally be done with whatever this was. But there's the first big bang anyway. Let's see what happens.
I am going to try and get a second slow out on it because I threw my Silk Web too fast. And I would like to slow it twice. Because Sid is slower than dirt.
Something twice as nice.
You know what? Just kill him. He's taking up my turn. You did. Well, what? Pelham, why, for once in your life, could you survive a counter nuke?
See, he's got jokes to the better end, folks.
It's okay.
Yeah, Berserk Edge going to try and deal a decent amount of damage. Hopefully we can at least knock it down to size, see what happens.
There, now Pelham's out of my turn utility.
Yeah, at least one less character to worry about, right?
I wish that Edge had regained a little bit more health from that.
It's probably fine. Black hole goes out as usual, that neutralizes all the magic.
You know what? Let's speed this up a little bit because my dog would really like to go to the bathroom.
Oh yeah, that might help.
And I would really like not to have an accident on my hands, so we're going to add in some extra damage. Rosa, why are you so much faster than everybody else?
Hey, you know, Rosa's the white mage. She needs to get out and she needs to heal everyone quickly, so you know.
Also, I'd like to talk about for how many cane weapons I found this seed. I didn't find a single healer staff.
Oh, you missed the memo? Yeah, you were supposed to get a cane in this seed, not a healer, but you know.
Oh, this could get spicy.
Uh-oh.
We're fine. It's fine. Don't throw that.
It's totally fine.
I appreciate you not throwing that black hole out before the white went off. That really would have been bad. Come on. Okay, I'm going to do a Cure 4 just to be safe.
Yeah, it might be no harm.
Because I'm not counting damage. I have no idea what phase we're in. Oh boy. I was really hoping for a black hole there. Oh, that's fine. This is
That's fine.
fine.
You still got this. You're nearly there. Anyway, there's a black hole. Finally.
Oh, this is less fine. Less fine.
Uh-oh.
That's not rocks.
That's definitely not rocks. Sid, don't let us down. Rosa, don't let us down.
Look, I've done this before. This will be fine. I can keep the two of them alive.
All you need is an attack and a heal. That's all you need, right?
And so it's got a power shirt on. We're in phase 2. I could try to get the rest of the party up, but that's dubious, and I'd rather just finish the fight.
Yeah, completely understandable.
Don't you shake at me. Don't you shake at me. I don't have anything to dart, Tybalt. I threw it all already. Except for the scrap metal. I'm not throwing the scrap metal.
Oh, but it'd be funny.
I might throw the scrap metal. Actually, I think I have a spoon.
You do have a spoon, actually, because you didn't take the head.
Don't kill Rosa. Oh boy, that's fine. I had one more elixir. See, this is why you should save your elixirs for the final battle.
Mm-hmm.
Where's that spoon? There's rocks.
Oh,
There's
we're rocks.
rocks.
We've less than 12,000 HP, folks. Cross your fingers, cross your toes, cross your everythings. You're going to need to call GG because I can't hear the sound right now.
And that is GG.
GG, well done. Finally made it through it. Yeah, this might be a bit of a loaded question, but now that Seed's done, how do you feel about it overall?
I hate this game. No, but for real, that was a fun seed. Moonveil Mixer definitely has some ins and outs. Edge Hero makes things a lot more difficult than what I'm used to.
Yeah, for sure.
But it was still a good time.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing about Moonveil Mixer. It looks like we could get some interesting seeds out of it. Like this one, for example. So,
Yes,
you know.
very interesting.
Absolutely. I'd be curious to know where that sand ruby is. I know it's hiding somewhere. I forget where we didn't check, but...
The Yang.
Actually, yeah, it probably is behind the Yang. That's probably the place we...
Yeah, that is the only place I didn't check was that Yang.
Right. Well, it's there somewhere. Yeah, no, GG's valiant effort on getting through whatever that was. Yeah, that was Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Moonveil Mixer. Any final thoughts you got before we get on out of here?
No, I'm going to send y'all on your way. We do have a community race coming up in 45 minutes. If you want to give these flags a try, definitely go over to the Free Enterprise server and go sign up for the community race tonight.
Absolutely, yeah. And by the way, if you're new to this game and you want to find out more, ffrfe.com has all the information you need, and including the link to the Discord, which is where you can sign up for the community race and all that stuff. I don't know if the FF4FE command works here. I'll talk to Game Boy about that. Ali, thank you so much. It's been a pleasure having you on stream. If people want to check out more stuff about you, where can they find you?
I restream a lot at Free Enterprise. But no, y'all can check me out on my channel. I mostly play free enterprise. I will sometimes play other things. I might be working on a secret possible speedrun game, but not
Ooh.
until after, probably not until after the marathon.
Secrets. Yeah, but once again, thank you so much for that. Guys, if you're not following Annie already, make sure you go follow her. Wonderful streamer. Definitely worth your time.
Well, and thank you so much for coming out and doing commentary with me.
Not at all. Happy to be here. And myself, I suppose you want to keep up with TV/Psychonaut. I don't really stream much these days, but when I do, it's either free enterprise or it's some other stuff. Just as important though, make sure you drop us a follow here at Randomania. We have got quite a lot of stuff lined up for you, all to do with the Randathon coming up in about 2 weeks. ! Marathon for all the information about that. March 31st, April 2nd, get involved, help us raise some wonderful money from NAMI and for all the good stuff we have got going in response to all of that. That's going to do it for tonight's show on Randomania. Thank you so much for coming out. But if you want some more free enterprise action, for the moment, we are going to send you over to Gilmock2, who is running the Final Fantasy IV Free Enterprise Seed of the Week. So be sure to go over there, be sure to check it out, and be sure to show them some love. Once again, thank you so much for coming out. For Allisele, my name is Psychonaut. Thank you so much for watching, and have a fantastic rest of your time zone. Bye-bye now.
Thanks, y'all. Bye-bye.